Guys, welcome back to the channel for another action figure overview. This time it's going to be from NECA. It is the Horror of Dracula, Christopher Lee's iconic Dracula. Who will be the bride tonight? Big question mark. Only time will tell. I was lucky enough to find this at Best Buy after a good lead from our buddy LJ. He said he was kind of putting it on the shelf for me because he was trying to avoid buying it. You know how it is, guys. It's like you want it, but you're like, if someone else buys it, then it gives you a little bit more time to think about it. But this was not to say a no-brainer, but this was an easy pickup for us. We've been looking for this Horror of Dracula Ultimate Action Figure by NECA for a little bit of time. We've been, seeing it hit a lot of stores in the in a lot of our hunt videos, but there you go. There's the front of the box. Now the side of the box, you got NECA down here, and you got an image of Christopher Lee as Dracula. On the back, you got Christopher Lee and his different head sculpts, looking very terrifying, very horrific. On the side is the same as last time. And in case you guys need the barcode, there's the barcode. Let's flip this guy open, just like most NECA figures. It comes with that easy opening flap with a little Velcro on the side. Here's another great shot of Christopher Lee as Dracula right here. And again, with that plastic right there, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see you got 1, 2, 3 different head sculpts. You have some accessories, and of course our guy Christopher Lee right there in the middle. Let's go ahead and open this up. Before we get to the figure, let's look at the inner packaging. You can see a nice little scene, I'm guessing from the movie. It's been, I don't know how long. I've seen either clips or just images of the movie, but there you can see a very nice horrific dungeon, or it could be a nice little play toy room for any of our kids. I would say some kids would love it, some kids would freak out over it, but if you guys keep these, that's what it would look like. But let's look at the action figure. That's what you guys are really here for. First accessory is going to be this candle right here. Looks very cool. Good detail. If you guys could see it, hopefully. It's got the nice rust on there, and of course, little flame for our candle. Candle one. And I think they have, yep, there you go. This candle looks like it's about to set fire to the whole dungeon there. Nice little look. First time I've ever seen anything like that. And what is Dracula without his shovel? Trusty shovel. Good detail, like most NECA accessories and most figures have. You see the rust and a nice wash, and it looks like they actually has some texture on there, like it was actually rust. Pretty cool. And there got our handle for the shovel. Not gonna lie, it took me a little bit to fight through that NECA package. It had a lot of extra tie downs, a little bit more than normal, and that's okay. But finally, Christopher Lee out of the package without his cape right now, and that his I guess you could say his stoic face, or his, I'm not ready to light you up right now. I'm gonna go ahead and toy around with you before we get to the fun and games. Let's leave him in the background, but let's look at some of his other head sculpts. Here is his he just had lunch, or tomato soup. Good looking. It looks a little different. Really see the I don't know, when he has his eyes there and his mouth open, it kind of looks like a different person, just a little bit. Same characteristics, obviously. The hair, I don't know. Regardless, that is still Christopher Lee right there. Nice teeth, blood along the sides of the mouth. Nice red eyes, like he's in a different world, really. Of course, with vampires and how they live. Another head sculpt here with mouth a little bit more open and the hair a little bit more distraught, like there was a little bit of a struggle. Eyes looking good. Leave it in the comments, what head sculpt are you putting on there? Actually leaning more toward this now, but we'll see. With when he has his cape on, am I saying it right? Is it a cape? His robe? What else do we call these? Well, actually while I'm talking about it, let's pull it out. In true NECA fashion, very good soft goods material. It's got like a nice rayon, very heavyweight type of rayon, silky feel to it. And here's his collar, made of plastic in the little ties, but see how it just drapes nice and easy, and it just flows really well. So here we are, This thing spins out pretty good. Look at that. I'll go ahead and give him a different head sculpt and put the cape on. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so I borrowed his arms a little bit so he can still look at his suit. I know this is an awkward pose, but there's a different head sculpt there. Very, very horrific and terrifying. So let's look at his suit. Good detail here on the suit. He's got his top button on, but they doesn't go all the way up. You guys can see right there that it's kind of closed off. He's got the normal NECA man diaper going on with the suit, but that's, you know, but that's how we get the good, I guess you could say, appearance when it's on the shelf. Nice clean look to it. So let's go to the back of his suit. There's his pockets there on his suit. Very good. And you can't find Christopher Lee. There we go. Back at it with his cape on. Looks really good. Down to his arms. Nice black suit. White shirt inside. And then his hands right there. So let's look at his sneakers real quick. He's got some nice dress shoes on. Very good, Mr. Lee. Some loafers. Dracula loafers. Let's go ahead and look at his different hands that he has. This is the menacing, I'm scaring you hands. He's got his left and his right, and he does have his pinky ring, because all vampires need their pinky ring. Well, he comes with the index finger look, almost like a trigger hand. That was the right one, and another right one, like he's getting ready to hold a wine bottle. And the left one with his pinky ring closed like he's about to grasp something, maybe the candle. When it comes to the articulation, guys, it's going to be just like the standard NECA, but let's just go ahead and see how far he can Van Damme. About that far because of his suit. Kick forward in case he needs to kick anybody. That's actually not bad. Look at that dance move. He's ready to go. Bend at the knee, a little tough, but still moving very well. Now he's doing the crane technique. Very good. And his ankles, yeah, a little tough, and you guys know with NECA, especially right here and around the pants, it's kind of hard to move, but they do swivel and they do rotate, so that's good. That's his right leg. Left leg, same thing, right there. Toe down, it's a little tight. I don't want to get it too loose because that's how they end up falling. There's his lower extremities. Upper, normal articulation right here in the shoulder. He goes up about 90, that's not bad. And when it comes to his elbow, single joint, he could come there, a little bit past 90, and it rotates. And as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys saw that, as I was moving it, be careful because it will shed some paint. So NECA figures, most of the time we'll get them into our one pose and maybe pose them differently here and there, but like for me though, one pose, stay in that pose for a little while and call it good. With the wrist and the hands, same thing. Wrist swivel, you can go in and go out. Same thing for the right hand, swivel in and out. So there's our Christopher Lee, just getting ready to do some more damage to you. Oh, we forgot to do his head. He can go to the right, his left, and he can exorcist if you want to. Head down, pretty good. Head up, not too bad. And for torso, he can do the chubby checker and twist. And there feels like there's a ball there, so he can go down. He can hunch down a little bit and not too far back. While I'm doing another head swap, I did forget to call out because of his cape. You guys might not have been able to see right here. There's a nice little like kind of purple color for a scarf, and then of course he's got his white collar from his shirt showing. A little sloppy on the paint right around there. Change the angle a little bit just so you guys can see a little bit better there coming from the top. Now we have the, oh, wait a minute, I told you to be quiet, finger pose while he's holding his candle right there. I like this look right here. It's like, you know, you're holding your candle as you go down to the dungeon or maybe to the toy room, you know, for the going to check out what's in the trunk. And Christopher Lee as Dracula. Very cool looking, definitely something that I wanted to add to the horror shelf. Let's grab another couple figures and see how he looks compared side by side, as well as we'll get a good measurement, see how tall he is. Next to our Christopher Lee, we have Bela Lugosi Dracula, and we have Nosferatu over here. Christopher Lee. And again, I forgot to mention at the beginning, we also know him from The Man with the Golden Gun, 007, and we also know him from our Star Wars movies as Count Dooku, so never forget that. So I'm going to actually tilt his head up a little bit so we could get a more proper height on him. Looks like about 7.5. Very tall Christopher Lee. And I do got our Bela Lugosi kind of hunched over with the what do you want from me type of pose, and Nosferatu saying, what am I doing here? Out of the Universal monsters and horror genre, this is definitely one that we needed to add to the collection. Now, one more, and I know it's not here, but one more that we are looking for is a Vincent Price, who is coming out the same time as our Christopher Lee Dracula. So really looking forward to grabbing him and adding him to the collection. But for now, we have, again, Nosferatu, Bela Lugosi, Dracula, and Christopher Lee. I think I'm sticking with that head sculpt, even though this one right here with that distressed look on his hair, like he just went to town, that might make for some good pictures though. Look at that head sculpt, guys. Very, very cool looking. This one's not bad either. Oh, decisions. Thanks guys for tuning in for another action figure overview, this time of Christopher Lee as Dracula. If you liked the video, put your comments down there, picking them up, skipping them, what Dracula is your favorite Dracula. Also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, bell for notifications, so the next time you know we do an action figure review / overview, or even our toy hunts, which we love to do. Thanks guys for hanging out with us. Always enjoy the ride. We'll see you next time. Peace.
What does Papa look like?
A cow.